Hello viewers, Mesbah here, and today I wanted to talk about the record-breaking 35 product ideas that qualified for the 2020 LEGO Ideas Review, the second wave. So if you didn't know, LEGO Ideas is a way for us average LEGO fans to submit ideas to LEGO and have them turn into official sets. So, for example, the latest LEGO ideas that was revealed was the Grand Piano, and of course, we know the Pirates of Barracuda Bay that came out earlier this year. The way it works is that you create a LEGO Ideas account on their website, you submit the product idea, and as soon as you get 10,000 supports, so for example, right now this set, the Asterix and Obelix, has 2,700 supporters. As soon as you get 10,000 supporters, it goes through this review stage, which is what happened to all of these ideas. So each of them had 10,000 supporters, and now LEGO will review them, and the results will be known in early 2021. Now 35 is a lot of products. Usually on any one wave, you might get something around 5 to 10 ideas, and LEGO would pick one or two. The last wave we had around 20 ideas, and LEGO picked 3 for later development. They approved 3. So this time we have 35, which is a record-breaking number. All 35 got 10,000 supporters. So LEGO will select, in my opinion, maybe 4 or 5 to become official LEGO sets. So let's go through each of these 35, and I'll tell you my opinion on what I think will be a future LEGO set. So the first set is the Mountain Windmill. Now the Mountain Windmill is a very nice set. It looks very nice. It has that old classic look. It's a bit similar to the windmill that was part of the LEGO 7189 Mill Village Raid. I believe it was part of the Kingdoms line. Now, if any one of these ideas look likely to become a set, this one has a very good chance. The problem that I think for this one is that LEGO has done the uh, Pirates of Barracuda. It has done, sets that go back to its classic sets. So that's something that counts against the windmill. That we had sets like this before, and it's too soon after Pirates of Barracuda to bring back another lineup. And there's no minifigures here, so that there might be one actually. My bad. But this doesn't look like something that LEGO would bring back. So let's go to the next one. The next one is it's just like the LEGO Friends set or the Big Bang. This is Community. So once again, this is a sitcom, and that's no reason to count against it. Sitcoms have done well. LEGO Friends set, the LEGO Central Park, which remains their best-selling set for a sitcom from last year. At the same time, the way it works is LEGO builds sets of TV shows that have a very wide appeal. I myself have not heard of this show. It it's a Netflix show, but I don't know if the appeal that Big Bang Theory or Friends, if it's a similar level appeal. Would you still display this after 5 6 years and everybody will know what it's about? Friends was built after 25 years, and the upcoming Seinfeld set that has been approved, it's their 30th anniversary, and still those shows are very popular. Community is something that is now popular on Netflix, but I don't think it has that appeal that Friends or Big Bang Theory or Seinfeld had. So for me, this will be another no. Coming over to LEGO Hero Quest, this looks like it's a board game. Now, board games are something that's notoriously difficult to convert to Lego. Lego does have a Lego Ludo, but again, this might also conflict with licensing because I believe HeroQuest is by Hasbro's, which is a competitor to Lego, so I don't see this proceeding. Now, coming to Brickwest Studios. This is actually one of my favorite idea sets from this wave. It's a nice little Western set, and Lego has not done Western for a long time. And it's also a movie set. There's a lot of nice attractive minifigures to it. I would love to see this as a set, and I believe this has a good chance of getting picked up simply because Lego has not done westerns for a while, and this setting makes it possible to do it in a way that it's not cultural appropriation or going back to some controversy. It's a movie set. So for me, this is a pick. Going back to the house from Up. Now, I don't think this will get picked. In almost every wave, somebody is submitting a house from Up set, and it never gets picked. So there's no reason, I think, for this to be approved even this time. Let's go over to Animal Crossing. Now, this is a game, and Lego has done games before, so there has been Lego Tron. But again, whenever Lego does a game set, it does of games that have a wide appeal. Animal Crossing, it's there, it's popular, but it's not that popular. The set is actually very nice, but again, it's very plain. It's just a house, and there's not too much going on. So I don't think this will get picked. The next one is a car. I believe it's called Trabant, if I'm not butchering the pronunciation. Again, I don't see this as getting picked, as this is very similar to Lego's existing Creator Expert series or Creator series, where they have cars like the Fiat or even the Aston Martin. So Lego will look at this and say, we have similar products, so we don't need to compete. We don't need the idea set to compete with another line. There are some product rules. So if you look at all of this, so there is acceptable conduct, and then there's how it works. So there are quite a lot of rules about it, and like there's something about a unique ideas. There's something about appropriate ideas. So I don't think this will be approved simply because it conflicts with an existing line. Going back to Night at the Museum. Now this is something I believe will be picked, or it has a very good chance of getting picked. Night at the Museum, while it's not a it's not a movie that is coming back, like there's no planned sequels at the moment this year. It is a very famous movie. It's a very famous series of movies. It has the appeal that movies like Back to the Future had, and there's the set itself is very nice. It has a nice build. You can immediately know what's going on. I believe this little base here, there might be a little bit of redesign if Lego does pick it. So once again, there does not seem to be any controversial stuff in it. It's a museum. Everything inside is understood in the context of being a museum piece. So I think this has a very good chance of getting picked. Let's go to the next one. This is one of my favorite YouTubers, Lego YouTubers, Robin Hood Bricks. So he has a whole list of videos on how he produced the fast food corner. If you follow his channel, you'll know that even though the set is named Fast Food Corner, the actual restaurant is only one of the many stores in the build. There's a pharmacy, there's an antique store, and this whole thing is a sports goods store. So there's a lot going on both outside and inside the building. One of the things that actually counts against this is that it is a modular, and Lego already has a modular line. So if you go into the building, there's a whole list of videos that he has, and so you can see that this is the fast food, this is the pharmacy, this is the whole plan for the inside. So this is a sporting goods store, and there's a lot of stuff inside. It's fully packed. Normally, if it was I was just reviewing this without knowing who it was from. I would say this does not have a good chance of getting picked because it conflicts with the modular lineup. But there's one thing that I noticed in the Lego comments. In almost every other one that that crossed that 10,000 threshold, Lego did not make a personalized comment. In here, it says, we got a sudden craving for a good old burger and fries combo, but we are not quite sure why. So this is a very non-generic comment that they made when this crossed 10,000. And I believe Lego or the Lego designers, they might be fans of Robin Hood Brick as well. So for me, even though this has a very high piece count and it conflicts with the modular lineup, I'm going to take a chance and say this is a pick, simply because of the attention that Lego put to it. The next one is Avatar. Now for me, I'm going to say this is a no. There has always been an Avatar in some of the ideas stages. It has never been approved. I don't know if Avatar has the appeal, the wide appeal that other animes might have or other TV shows might have. So I'm going to say this is a no. Again, this is another gaming recreation. So Portal is a game, I believe, and this is a very good build. But again, the game, we have seen very less games. Only one comes to mind, Tron. So I don't think this has a good chance of getting picked. If you were not into this game, you would have no idea what's going on. And the set does not look like something that appeals to the average Lego person, the Lego fan who does not have an idea what the game is. So for me, this would be a no. Going back, the next one is a BMW M1 model. The model is quite good. It looks attractive. This one looks like a racing car. But again, this is conflicting with both Lego's Expert series as well as their Speed Champion series. So I don't think, with due apologies to Tomoel, I don't think this is going to get picked. Oh, this is a beautiful set, the Caribbean Clipper. And I think it will not get picked. And the sad thing is that it's just timing. Sometimes you have a good idea, but the timing is not correct. And what is happening here is that Lego just released the Pirates of Barracuda Bay. For a time, they were not even accepting, similar pirate ideas for the ideas program. So even though this is a remarkable build, lot of nice details, I don't think this will get picked. I'm very sorry, baby teeth, but you have a fantastic ship. It just came at the wrong time. The next one is Sheriff Safe. Now recently Lego did make models of large ideas. So let me show you. So they had the grand piano, and they also had, the Pirates of Barracuda Bay. Plus, they recently approved the typewriter to be made into a Lego set. So large ideas such as this is not unheard of. It's unusual enough. It's a working safe. So the person, he did say how it's gonna work. The thing that counts against it is the whiskey and the gun. So somewhere in this, they have a list of what is allowed. So acceptable content. So you can see, for example, sex, nudity, drugs, or smoking is not allowed. Alcohol in its present day situation is not allowed. And somewhere along they must have weapons as well. So this set actually has a big weapon and a suggestion of alcohol. Now, Lego does have weapons, notably Star Wars, which has wars in its name. It has small minifig scale weapons, but as they grow larger, it becomes more realistic, and I think this sort of counts against it. So I would be very surprised if they actually make this. Let's close this. Next comes 31 Minutos. I'm guessing that's the name. So it's a TV series that's very popular in Latin America, but the rest of the world does not know anything about it. So while Lego might see some, possibility into broadening its reach in the Latin American market with this, I'll be very surprised if this gets picked. Coming along to the Southwest 737. So this is by Big Plains Custom. This is another Lego YouTuber. And what he does is he makes models, big models of airplanes. So he has, models of the Air Force One, and recently started on the A380 project. I believe this will get picked. Lego does not have right now an airplane in a way that's a scaled replica. It has airport sets. It has small planes that are quite honestly speaking toy planes, and that's fine. Lego is supposed to be a toy, but if you're looking for a model replica, a scale model, it's not there, and this is one of the first ones. It's quite unique, and I believe the piece count is not that huge, so this has a very good chance with certain modifications of being a Lego model. I hope Lego keeps the price low and does not go for gimmicks such as sounds and power up functions which will increase its cost. It's a good scale display model, and that's what it should be. So for me, this is a pick. This is based on a book series, Terry Pratchett's Discworld. So just taking a look, what it is that it's a novel, it's a series of stories set on this flat earth, which is resting on four elephants, who in turn are all resting on a giant turtle. So there's a lot of semi pseudo religious concepts in this model. Now Lego does not do religion, except you say it's holiday, so they do holiday sets or winter sets with Santa Claus and all, but officially Lego does not quote unquote do religion. This is not a religious sculpture per se, but the book does have religious themes and motifs in its story, so I believe this will not get picked. At the same time, if you are not somebody who knew about Discworld, you would not know what this is, and the model itself doesn't have that appeal. So I believe this will not get picked. The next one is Seasons in Time. Now, I believe this will get picked. Let's take a look at the model. One of the reasons I say this will get picked is because there's a lot of fan chatter about this. So a lot of Lego websites have spoken very positively about this. It's very unique. You can set your calendar, and these are the toppers or the display models you can put at the top. So let's take a look. So it has fall, it has summer, there's winter, there's also Valentine, and you can store the extra stuff here. A calendar is a very useful thing, a desk calendar, and it's something that's very nice as a display. It's unique enough, and Brent Waller does have a record, so I believe, okay, so I'll have to log in here, but he does have previous ideas that has made it into official Lego sets. So not only does he have a record of getting to 10,000 supporters, but he also has a record of having ideas that are approved by Lego. So I believe this will get picked. Let's go to the Exploratorium. Now this is a very nice Teamworks themed set. Sadly, I do not think it will get picked. Now, it's a very cool looking set. It's unique, I will give you that. It's also huge. So if you take a look at it, there's a lot going on, but at the same time, if you're not into steampunk, you will not know what is going on. It's unique, I'll give you that. And the figures are nice. I will not be surprised if it does get picked because of its uniqueness, but I don't think it will get picked. The next few sets are easy. So there's Hocus Pocus. It's a famous movie that came out in the early 90s, which is not, something against it. Home Alone also came out in the 90s, and they are making a Home Alone set. But Hocus Pocus doesn't have that longevity, I would say, or the appeal that Home Alone has. Even today, somebody has not seen the Home Alone movies, they will know what I'm talking about. For Hocus Pocus, you're going to a bit more niche, so I don't think this will get picked. Cool graphics, though. I didn't know you could make GIFs as graphics. Next, we come to Schitt's Creek. The name itself should tell you this will not get picked. I do not see Lego making a set that is, called Schitt's Creek. No matter how good the design or how unique, I don't think there's been a Lego motel like this before. So if you look at it, it's just a motel. It looks good. Sorry about the name, it won't get picked. Then we come to the Lego Gold Rush Mine Train. It's an interesting concept. You have a roller coaster. Apparently, it's not using power functions. You just move it up by the hand and it will go all the way around. It's very nice built. I would buy this if they make a set out of it. I don't think it will get picked because we already have the Lego Fairground sets, we have the Lego coasters, and we have quite a few coasters in fact. So I don't see this getting picked. This is the Vincent van Gogh. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. This will get picked. Just take a look at it. If you look at the set, you understand that you're talking about a painting. I believe it's from the Impressionist lineup, but I don't know anything about art. But I can admire how well the concept of these type of paintings has been translated into Lego. If there was, a multiple, like I don't think somebody would buy this just for this one set alone, but if there were few other painting sculptures, what you may call it, available, somebody will buy it. And it's unique enough. It has never been done like this in Lego before, so I believe this will get picked. We are nearly to the end there. The next few sets, I'm going to combine the Fortress Army and the Seagull Bay into one. This is probably a response to Barracuda Bay that you want to now have the Imperial side on it. I'm not going to go into detail. I mean, this will not get picked simply because it's too soon after Pirates of Barracuda Bay. This one even has a hanging skeleton. Interesting. We come to the bakery. I would buy it. It's a set that shows your old school, like how it was before. I believe the time frame is early 1900s or even late 1800s. It's a very good set. It looks like it's from the modular set, so that's a point against it. But as a display, it works very well. Interesting way they have made it out. I would buy this if this came out. I don't think it will get picked. It's too similar to the modulars. Then we come to the Bangladesh National Parliament. Now I supported this. I'm originally from Bangladesh, even though I'm right now living in Canada for a long time. So I supported it just out of a sense of connection from that point of view. I would love to see this getting built. It's unique enough, but again, it does not have the appeal, the international appeal. Only Bangladeshis would admire this, and Lego is not very big in that part of Asia. I don't see this getting built for another reason is that this one, it conflicts with their architecture lineup. So Lego might just say, we can make this as part of the architecture lineup, so we are not gonna go with this. So that might be a point against it. So I don't see this getting picked. Sorry, J&J Lego. Then we come to Lego Doggo. I am going to say this is a pick, even though this is something I would never buy. I can see a lot of people who own dogs or who have dogs as pets buying this. There's a wide variety of dogs represented here. There's a Beagle, the Corgi, the German Shepherd. This is a baby version, a sort of a caricature of the German Shepherd, I have to say. As somebody who owned one long time ago, the German Shepherd is a magnificent beast. This is just a cartoonish representation, but this is unique enough. It's a nice idea. I think Lego is going to go for it. They're going to say approve this. Whether ultimately it gets to the final product stage, I don't know, but I'm going to say this is a pick. Then we come to something that I have no idea what it is. It's Zen Bonsai. It looks very nice. The display is very nice. Lot of little leaves here, but again, you know, it's not something that I would buy, and I have no idea what this is, so I'm going to say this is not a pick. And then we come to something that I'm very excited about. I hope they pick this. This is Naruto. Now, Naruto, for those who may not be aware, is very big in the anime world. I have never followed anime myself, but I know friends who have, and they are big fans of Naruto. It enjoys a fanatic following, and I think it will be a good idea for Lego to get into this, to tap this market segment, and Naruto is a fantastic candidate. The licensing agreement is something they may, there might be some issues, you know, how to do exactly that, but I believe Lego can work it out. To me, this would appeal even if I did not know what Naruto is. This is a ramen shop, or it's immediately it's visible as a Chinese food store or even a Chinese market. So that's one of the reasons I would buy it for my Lego city. I hope when they make it, they don't make it too expensive. Something like around $70-80 price point would be very nice. So I think this has a very good chance of making it to the approved stage. This is the Temple of Hermit. It's a beautiful construction. The way, the design, the detail of the roofs. This is really fantastic. Too bad it won't get picked because it's just too similar to the Lego Ninjago lineup. It also has temple in the name, and I know Lego does not do religion, even though it does temples from time to time in the Ninjago lineup. I don't think this will get picked. There is the Ocean House. This actually, you know, I was when I was making this video, I decided I would not criticize something, but I do have to criticize this. I really don't know how it got to 10,000 supporters. It's a very bland presentation. Like, I wouldn't buy this even if this was a normal Lego set. It is nowhere close to the old fishing store. There's not too much going on inside. I I don't know. I would not think this will be approved. Um, three more to go. So we have the medieval market. Now, I would buy this if this came out as a set, and I think there might be a chance Lego will approve this as well. So Lego had a castle lineup long time ago with knights and medieval figures. It hasn't had any set like that for a long time. So just like they revived the Pirates line with the Barracuda lineup, I think they will make this if the minifigures, if yeah, the minifigures look good enough and they do echo back to that classic Knights lineup, the Castle lineup. So I think this has a very good chance of getting picked. It looks good enough. I just hope they don't make it something like ridiculous $200-300 lineup. It's good when we get sets that are, you know, $100 and the average person can go out and buy it. We understand that, you know, there are sets like the Lego Diagon Alley that's for the very exclusive fans. It's $500, but something like this, I think 110 would be good enough. So this is a pick for me. Then we come to something that I have no idea what it is about. The garish pink color jumps out at me. I would never buy this even if this was something really famous, so it's a pass for me. And then we come to something that I love it, and I'm sorry it will not get picked. This is the Ratatouille set. It's remarkably well built. There's the restaurant front, there's the kitchen inside, there's even a dining area. Now what happened is the Ratatouille was submitted in the last stage and it was not picked. I mean, they picked a typewriter for goodness sake over this. This is beautiful and it got rejected. So the artist just submitted it again with a few changes. So that's one of the reasons I think it will not get picked. It's like the house from Up. It's beautiful. There's always a Prisoner of Zelda submitted and it doesn't get picked, so I think this is the same fate that awaits Ratatouille. It will not get picked. I hope it gets picked, but the history counts against it. So those were the 35 projects. So if I go back to it, I picked the Naruto, the Lego Doggo, the Brickwork Studios, Night at the Museum, Fast Food Corner, and Seasons in Time, Vincent Van Gogh. So all of that I believe will get picked. If I had to pick three, I would say it would be the Naruto, the Lego Doggo, and the Night at the Museum. So those would be my top three. But again, from this set alone, I think the ones that will get built is the Naruto set, the Lego Doggo, which is this one, the Brickwork Studios, which is this, the Night at the Museum sets. So this has a very good chance of getting picked. Fast Food Corner, just because I think the people at Lego might be big fans of Robin Hood Brick. Seasons in Time, which is, oh wow, this is here. So Seasons in Time will get picked, and Vincent Van Gogh. Even if you just take a look, here it is. It just looks unique. So oh, and I forgot Medieval Market. So yeah, so these are the ones I think will get picked. So let me know. This is one of my earliest videos, so I'm not sure how many viewers will be, but if you are watching this, let me know in the comments whether you think I am right. If I missed something that you think will get picked, let me know those as well. And we look forward to 2021 when we'll find out exactly how right I was. This is Mesbah. Thank you for watching. Take care.